Okay, so this is another video showing some stuff that I've been developing in the Nodot pixel art editor. It's open source, it's on GitHub. The link is in the description. I just thought I would show what I implemented yesterday. So, as you can see, we have these color sliders here, and I went and implemented this brush size slider and input. So you could like click and drag both of these, and the brush size changes. So there's a max size of 50. I just chose 50 for now. I'm not sure if that'll be the final max size. It could always be changed. 0, it should be, I probably should make the minimum just 1. And you can also type in the value and arrow up and arrow down adds 1 or subtracts 1 from the value. So let's see. So basically what I did is I created a div with an idea of tool property panel, and it's basically I just copied the color panel and created another div, and this is in the index.html file, and you can see all the source code on GitHub, and you can see how it gets changed based on the commits. I'm kind of new to GitHub. I'm not sure how it all works, but I'm figuring it out. So in the main.js JavaScript file, we have we store a reference, I guess. I'm not sure all the terminology, but we have this variable tool property panel document.get element by ID. Yeah. So we store that there. I added this function setup the DOM elements, and that is in miscellaneous. I just stuck it in here because I wasn't sure where else to put it. If I was going to put in if I was going to create another file just for this, I decided just to stick it in the miscellaneous.js file for now. And so we have the color panel gets its inner HTML set, and we have the tool property panel gets its inner HTML set. And basically it just consists of 2 divs. The first div has another div inside it with another div inside it, and this is the slider. So we have a div for the background of the slider, and then a div for the little slider bar inside of it. And so what you click on is actually the slider background. The size slider has a pointer. What is it? The pointer. What's it called? Let me check. Where was I? Oh yeah. Pointer events to none? What is it? Can't remember which one it is. Anyways, you can't click on the size slider. Only the background registers the clicking So then we have the input. Its ID is size value. I could probably make the max length too, since the max is only 50. Actually, I guess I'll set that just so I don't forget. Okay, so that gets set up, and then it runs through all these others, and then in the tool, is it in the tool? Yeah, I think it's in the tool file. It what does it do? There's a brush canvas where we draw the brush size and whatever, and we might be using this later on to draw to the actual paint canvas area. Pointer events, that's what it is. Pointer events is none on that, so click events don't register on it. Okay, so the brush canvas is this thing right here. And we append the brush canvas into this div so that it shows up there, and then we update the brush. And what this does, it updates the slider width and with whatever the tool properties size value is, and also the input box, it updates that with the correct size. Okay, then some of this is kind of redundant. It could probably be optimized a little bit more. Okay, so if size is 0, make it 0.5. I'm not sure what that's about. I'll have to. Some of this code is based on a previous project, so it might change a bit. But basically, it finds a radius and draws all the pixels within that radius in a circle, x and y, distance less than or equal to the radius, and it fills in the circle, 1 pixel each, basically. Just runs through it. So that's that. It creates this thing. So whenever it changes, whenever we drag the slider, so down on mouse move, update stuff, update is right here. So it checks is size clicked on and being dragged or whatever, and it gets positioned as a slider, gets how far your mouse is to the top left, to the left in this case, calculates the size based on that, and then it updates the brush. And same with the size value, does the same thing if you're clicking and dragging it, or if you're typing it, and then it updates it. So basically similar operation to the color sliders. We just kind of copied it over and got rid of some of the stuff that isn't necessary in it. And we also change some of the events on key down. If class is color value or value, just let it works the same for all the sliders basically. So that's just a quick look at what was implemented yesterday. The size of the brush property. And then I guess from this we'll create like an outline of it and then use the outline here in this brush indicator that's following the mouse. So we'll have like an outline of the brush whenever it changes size so that we can see where it's positioned on the canvas, like where we're going to draw. And I guess that's all for this video.